Welcome to the Discriminating Gamer, the board game review show that wonders, if Sting were to retire, would he have to change his name to Stung? Anyway, my name is Holly, and Cody has personally invited me to introduce you to a game so bullheaded that it required my personal expertise to grab it by the horns, milk it for all it's worth, and steer you in the right direction. Of course, I'm talking about Nimmt by Mayfair Games. Nimmt is a card game meant for 3 to 10 players, and its point is to take the lowest amount of points possible. Now, each player is dealt a hand of 10 cards, while 4 cards are laid down on the table to begin rows. The players simultaneously reveal a card that they have chosen, and the person with the lowest card begins the round by placing their card on top of one of the rows on the table. Then the player with the next lowest card places their card, and so on until each player has played their card. Once all players have gone, you begin a new round by choosing another card from your hand, simultaneously reveal, and the person with the lowest card begins again. You have to take cards if your card is lower than the largest card in each row, or if your card is added to a row that already has 5 cards. The cards that you take are then placed off to the side into your bullpen. Each card taken will give you 1 point for each of its bullheads. At the end of the game, the player with the least amount of bullheads wins. Now, you just can't place your card anywhere. There are rules. Rule number 1 is your card must be higher than the card on which you play it. This is called the rule of ascending order. Rule number 2, if you're adding a card to a row, it must be added to the row whose highest card is closest in number to your card. This is the rule of least difference. So remember, to place your card, look for ascending order and least difference. This is where strategy comes in. At the beginning of each round, when you choose what card you're going to reveal, if you choose too high, you run the risk of having to take an entire row. That means taking points. But if you choose too low, you'll have to take an entire row anyway, and now your lowest card is going to have to start the next row. That means taking points again. This strategy gives what seems to be a kind of simple card game just enough kick for it to be a lot of fun. So what do I think of Nimmt? You know, Nimmt is kind of fun. It really reminded me of the old card games that you always play on camping trips with all of your cousins hanging around having a good time. It's a really basic game, so if you're trying to get into something that's a little more complex, Nimmt may not be for you. But if you're looking for something that's kind of light, easy to learn, and is just fun for a night with family, I think it's a really enjoyable game. So the Discriminating Gamer recommends buy it. Thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we welcome you to leave a comment on YouTube, Facebook, Board Game Geek, or on our website, thediscriminatinggamer.com. We also invite you to like our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, we here at The Discriminating Gamer would like to leave you with a warning. If you ever Google search Google, you will break the internet.
Please somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I'll be dying. Once a year I wind up in the band.
Thank you once again for joining us today for The Discriminating Gamer.